Hi guys, and welcome back to Sheds Gaming. We are back in action with a 2,000 point bar up today for Green Tyranid Hive Fleet against Task Force Leviathan of the Space Marine. 2,000 points of my Green Tyranid Hive Fleet. Leading the force, I have a Hive Tyrant with a monstrous Lash Whip and Bone Sword and a Venom Cannon. Leading him, a 3 Tyrant Guard to bodyguard him as well. Second in command, we have a Neuro Tyrant with 10 Neuro Gaunts to run out Flame Staff, give out Synapse, and be a beast. An Old One Eye and a Screamer Killer armed with Scything Talons and nothing else. Battle line slots, I have 4 squads of 10 Termagants with Flesh Borers. Other data sheets, I have 5 Barb Gaunts, 3 Death Leapers with Fight First, Stealth, and Infiltrate. And then 2 squads of 5 Gene Stealers as well, who can infiltrate and hit on 2s. 2 wounds, and have reroll the wound roll when they're on an objective. 2 squads of 3 Ripper Swarms, who get sustained hits and reduce OC. 3 warriors with 1 Venom Cannon and 2 Death Spitters in their arm just with their weapons, bio-weapons. And then we have, finally, bigger things, a Screamer Killer, who I think is pretty cool, but a little bit overcosted, but he can do a lot of damage. There's a Tyranids with his big Rupture Cannon and Stinger Salvos. And then finishing it off, we have 6 Brain Bugs with their Warp Blast and a Neurothrope in there as well. Lethal hits against vehicles, so 6 hit against a vehicle will be an auto wound for my Tyranid army today. 1,000 points to Task Force Leviathan that has detached off, known only as Astartes. Ready to try and take on the Tyranids today and hopefully stop them in their path. Now here is the Astartes.
So we got 1995 points of Gladius Task Force, led by the Captain and Terminator armor with the freshly painted Leviathan Terminators. Backing them up, we got the Librarian and Terminator armor with another 5 Terminators, and of course the Biophagus, the Apothecary, with 6 aggressors, although 3 of them may look like Cataphractic Terminators, but they're actually all aggressors. He's also got the enhanced Bolter Discipline, so he's got sustained hits, he gets heavier in the Devastator Doctrine, big buff boy. And then backing them up, we got a unit of Infiltrators with the Phobos Librarian, a unit of 5 Intercessors, a unit of 3 Outriders, a Ballistus Dreadnought, a Gladiator Lancer, and a Land Raider Redeemer. So it's actually a Crusader, but I mean the Redeemer, the Flamers, like I have to try it. I've not tried it yet. First time, let's go. 10th edition, Flame. 3 Inceptors.
It's a very awesome 1995 point Gladius Task Force army. Obviously Space Marines are Astartes, get Oath of the Moment, where they pick a unit and they get 4 rerolls to hit and wound. They also get Tactical Doctrines, Fullback Shoot and Charge, Assault Doctrines, Advance and Charge, and Devastator Doctrines, Advance and Still Shoot, which is very strong for a very cool Space Marine army. The Heroes of Humanity. Can the Captain, led by his freshly painted Terminators, take down the Green Tyranid Hive Fleet that has come to devastate and destroy and devour everything in its path? And deployment, we got sweeping engagement, so diagonal deployment. Primary mission is take and hold. Very simple. In the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th battle rounds, at the end of each command phase, the players whose turn it is scores 5 victory points for each objective marker they control, up to 15 per turn. It's the same in the 5th, but the player has the 2nd turn, scores victory points as described above, but does so at the end of their turn, instead of the end of their command phase. And we're doing secret intel, so you can draw 3 cards and discard 1 as well. This is the board set up by Massoir. We're playing on the ruined world of Ragnarok as the Tyranids have come and the Imperial fleet is making their last stand. There are 5 objectives. This is the board. We have a lot of ruins. These 2 are going to be ruins in the middle, blocking line of sight. Lots of buildings with trees in the far left corner that give you cover. Crates doing crate things and rocks dispersed throughout the city. As we have the mission already been explained, it's taken hold, secret intel, and sweeping engagement. So we'll see what happens in an epic game as we now go to the deployment. So get ready. And deployment, we have the Tyranids on this side. We have our big blob of the Hive Mind in the center with the Hive Tyrant, his Tyrant Guard, the Brain Bugs. We have the Neuro Tyrant, the Tyrannifex, all in the center. And the Hive Tendrils just stretching out with some Gene Stealers and some Death Leapers infiltrating. And some Dermagants spread out throughout the board with some Warriors and some Barb Gaunts ready in the back. Pushing over, let's have some Infiltrators just scouting out on this objective for the Space Marines as the Outriders and the tank are on the objective with the aggressors in the Land Raider Redeemer. Outflank, I have the Carnifexes with Old One Eye and the Screamer Killer lurking in the shadows. And you have
Terminators, Librarian, Terminators with Captain and Inceptors.
Very nice. And we go to turn 1. Guys, get ready for an epic game. Choose your weapon. Maroon for the Tyranids.
Blue for the Space Marines.
Let's go! Woo, 5. Need a 6 to take the first turn. Oh!
Good luck.
Boom. Alright, Space Marine turn 1, they're going to push up. Their cards they have drawn is extend battle lines and engage in all fronts. So these infiltrators over here, they're doing that very well by grabbing that objective. Command phase first, who are they oathing? Oathing this Gaunt squad as you feel like you have the tools to kill the rest of the Tyranids. As the movement phase commences.
Space Marine's turn 1, movement phase. We moved up with the Land Raider to get engaged. We're going to barbecue some Gene Stealers over here.
No.
These infiltrators moved around. Bikes moving around, kind of hiding behind the building, taking up some space, and the big vehicles get in line of sight on the Tyranids. We're going to try and at least hurt him. We'll see what happens.
First things first, we have these infiltrators firing down into the termagants, starting with the Librarian, who not only gives them lone operative, also gives them a smite power. The Librarian shoots his smite into the termagants. Supercharging.
Always be overcharging. D6 shots.
For 3 shots. 3 to the smite. Oh no. Oaths of Moment. We're back online. 2 hits. 6 is to wound. No, 3's to wound. 2 hits. 2 Gaunts died. Hazardous test. Don't roll a 1. Ooh.
2, he's fine.
Almost kills himself. 8 Gaunts remain. The Librarian kills another one with his bolt pistol. And now the infiltrators fire their bolters. 10 shots. 3's to hit. With Oaths, thank God. Oaths is saving you. Oaths for the win. 3's to wound. Rerolling. 5 up saves. Okay, Tyranids. The outriders fire everything into this 2 termagant squad and finish them off. This flank has been weakened. As we now go to the bigger guns. Land Raider Redeemer, proxied, firing everything into the Gene Stealer
Flamers
squad.
in here. Auto cannons are going to thump into the squad here. The top cannons and multi-melter.
Melter into the Tyrant Guard, Flamer into the Gene Stealers, and then your
Assault cannon into this front squad here.
Starting with the Gene Stealers.
No, let's start with the multi-melter because I know how to fire.
Okay, no worries.
Multi-melter into the
Tyrant Guard. I'm spending a CP to give the Tyrant Guard a Film of Pain aura as they within synapse range. As you're starting off with a multi-melter. 2 shots.
Bam! Oh,
2
we loved
hits,
it.
T8.
Strength 3s. That's it.
Picks up invulnerable saves. Make him 1. No, double 1. D6 damage with Film of Pains for 4. 5 plus. Ooh. 4 up Film of Pains.
Make 1.
Making 3.
Oh,
Taking another 3. 5. He lives, he's a beast. Oh, he died. Land Raider's on smoke because he kills the Tyrant Guard. The Film of Pain saved one of the other one's lives. As you're now shooting into the termagants.
Yeah, let's go.
6 shots coming in.
Assault cannon hit on freeze. Okay, misses.
2's to wound. That's 4. Dev
2's
wounds.
to wound.
Dev wounds. So, 2 devs.
2 devs and
1 save. 4 up cover. 2 die. So 3 die in total from those termagant squad.
Also, I looked up the flame.
Now the most broken flamer in the game. 2d6 plus 6 into the Gene Stealers who are so dead. He moves faster than a hover tank and shoots better than a Tyrannofex. He is the god of all tanks.
Land Raider for the win.
The Land Raider Redeemer!
Flame time.
Oh, 9 plus 6 is 15 hits. Holy schmoly. 15, 3's to wound. Even with that roll, I think it'll be definitely good enough. 5 months. Live, brothers! They're wiped out. And the Gene Stealers are picked up. Another hole in the Tyranid lines as they lose a Gene Stealer squad, a Termagant squad, and a Tyrant Guard.
And finally, we're going to shoot at
And now
T-Fex.
you're firing the T-Fex, and I'm going to spend my free strat from the Hive Tyrant to give him a 5 up for no pain. I have the Laser Destructor points into the Tyrannofex. And I have Feel No Pain for a 5 plus. 2 shots of absolute pain, 2 hits.
2 hits.
3's to wound, T12.
Should we double
And 14, 3's to wound. Come on. Come on. Oh, he's rolling well. AP4 down to AP3 on the Tyrannofex. I have 5 plus saves. Yeah! Tyrannofex tanks it like a boss. Now the Brutalis will pick up from where the tank failed. Frags at the Termagants.
And
lost the last cannon
at the same unit.
in the T-Fix.
Yeah.
Last cannon. 2 shots. But bam. Ooh. 4's to wound.
1 wound.
AP3 down to AP2 as a 4 up.
You cover for now?
No, I fail it. D6 plus 1 damage. 6 damage. 5 up Philippines. Making 2 of them. He's down to 12 wounds for the Tyrannofex.
Rolls are needed.
Nice. The grenade launcher comes into the gogs. 2d6 plus 1 because you killed 1, so 7. 8 shots hitting on 3s.
Over half strength.
Yeah.
Yeah,
over half strength. Gaunts on 3s.
C.
Nice. Side no cover, so 5 ups. 1 drop to the board. So 4 down. End of Space Marines turn 1, they get extended battle lines with these infiltrators and are engaging in the Land Raider. So they get 8 points to secondaries, and we push down as the Tyranids turn 1. Cards. Investigate signals and attempting target. Attempting target is the one with the infiltrators on, they're going to be difficult. And investigate signals is do actions in the corners of the board for the Tyranid army. And in the command phase, I pass the battle shock on the 2 termagants, and I'm going to spend a CP to heal D3 plus 3 of them back. D3 plus 3 on the squad, because you killed the other one for 5. Command phase is ended, movement phase begins. I'm going to advance my Tyranid swarm up and try and wipe out the Land Raider. We'll see what happens in Tyranid turn 1. End of Tyranid movement phase. We have the Brain Bugs advanced up to shoot the Land Raider. Tyranids stood still. Hive Tyrant pushed up this way to be within range of the Brain Bugs to fire. I also got 6 on the advance of these Barb Gaunts, so they can shoot into the infiltrators, which is quite spicy. I also lined up the Neuro Tyrant, who advanced up and going to fly him some outriders, whilst I stayed over here perfectly still, so I'm going to get overwatched by a big, scary Land Raider that will barbecue my Gaunts. So that is the movement phase. I pushed up tentatively, got the Gaunts on the point. Going to get 2 points for Investigate Signals with the Rip Swarms on the left. That is it for secondaries, in a lackluster first turn for scoring, but hopefully we'll do some damage. And we push down to the shooting phase. The Neuro Tyrant, who's going to use his Psychic Scream, which is a psychic attack, and flame those outriders. 2d6, flame a Psychic Scream! 5. 5t5 4s. Come on! Oh yes! 4 wounds. AP 1, 2 damage, 4 ups on the bikes. Losing a bike. And a bike is taken. Not bad from the Neuro Tyrant. Moving over now to the Warriors, we're going to do the Death Spitters into the bikes and the big Venom Cannon into the squad within 12 inches. Venom Cannon D3 blast, so D3 plus 1 for 5s because mine can hit. Boom! 2's to wound. 2's to wound. No, why always 1? 2 damage, no cover.
Okay, so we're looking for
5 up to save. Oh my god. Death Spitters into the bike. 6 shots on 5. 4, sorry. 4's to wound as well for 2 wounds. 2 AP 1 into the bikes with no cover saves. 4 ups, taking 2 damage. 1 bike is on 2 wounds as some termagants going to fire some piddly shots. Fired off camera to no avail as we push onwards to more exciting things, and we'll move now to the Barb Gaunts. We're going to fire everything into these boys. 5d6 blast, there's plus 1 to each roll. Ba-bam! 5s though. Decent. 3's to wound. Okay.
Nice.
5 wounds onto the infiltrators. 3 plus saves. Taking 2 damage. 3 damage went through, but feel no pains. Takes 3 damage. On Space Marine dies on a wound. The Brain Bugs gonna fire down into Brain Bugs. He's armor contempting, which is kind of gnarly. So hitting on 3s with lethal hits. Okay, everything hit. 4's to wound. For 3 wounds. AP 3 down to AP 1, so you have 3 plus saves.
Let's go. Come on, lads.
Yes, fails 1. CP rerolls and fails it. D6 plus 1 damage. Boom! That was pretty spicy. So that Land Raider has a 4 up to my Tyranids, which only has 2 shots. So he might change his mind of where he fires, as your armor contempt is on the Land Raider, but he's on 9 wounds left. The Hive Tyrant, and he's going to fire into the bikes. D3 blast, or just D3. 2s. To the Outriders, strength 9, T5, 3's to wound. Nothing. Tyranids everything into the super laser destructor. Trying to destroy this boy. Lethal hits, and he got 2s! Boom! 20! Boom! 2 AP4 becomes AP3. So I got 6
he
got
ups.
6 up saves. Boom! What? 2d6 damage.
Okay, you could
Oh,
still
oh,
kill me.
oh, oh!
no,
Oh,
no,
9 damage. Ironically, that would have popped the Labrador.
Oh.
Down to 3 wounds, and he's bracketed. Boom! That's the Tyranids for you. And that concludes Tyranids turn 1. We get 2 points of secondary, and I'm going to discard attempting target. I'm going to push now to Space Marine turn 2. No prisoners and attempting target for Space Marines turn 2 secondaries. Attempting target
over here.
on the far side of the board, and no prisoners has killed Tyranid units to a max of 5 points. The objective that this Tyranids have selected for attempting target for 5 points for the Space Marines, as they get 10 for their primary. Pokemon phase, oathing the Brain Bugs.
So yeah, open the Brain Bugs. Land Raider's going to move up, snag that objective, fire down here. We're going to try and deal with some of this with smaller units and put some big guns into Mr. Tyranids, doing some damage, scoring for some points. Let's go.
Movement phase commences. These aggressive disembarked. I'm going to spend a CP to Overwatch with the Neuro Tyrant into them. Psychic Scream. 3-6. Well, on 5s. For 1, 4 up.
4 up.
Take a damage. No. Overwatch was pointless, the movement phase continues.
Sure. So, Land Raider moved up to this point, aggressors jumped out, Terminators deep struck in over here. These guys holding the objective, with the dreadnought moving around, these guys repositioning to lay some fire, the bikes coming up in support.
Blocking off the high turn.
I didn't put enough over here, but we'll see what happens.
And we spent a CP to Rapid Ingress, Old One Eye, and a Carnifex Brood. I'm ready to shoot everything into the Brain Bugs, apart from the multi-melter, into the Tyrant Guard. I'm spending my free strat for my Hive Tyrant to do a 5-up Furnace Pain on the Brain Bugs. 6+6. Okay. Dog shots wounding on 3s. Spend 65.
3s.
Pretty good. Very. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, this gun's so good. 4 up ones. Bang! Oh. All of that. 2 died and 1's on a wound. With the feel no pains. Now the assault cannon coming in. Hitting on 3s with oaths, thank god. That's saving your bacons. 3s to wound dead wounds. With oaths. Just 1. 4 up save on the wound. Make 2 more and 5 ups. And you got the melter into the Tyrant Guard as 3 brain bugs remain. Melters 1 hit. 3 to wound.
No.
Nothing. This unit's now going to fire. Smiting the warriors.
Some shots into those guys.
And shots into the barb guards. Charging smite.
D6 shots.
D6 shots for 1. Hitting on a 3. As hazardous test.
Hazardous.
Now we have bolt of fire into the barb guards. Hitting on 3s. 4s to wound. 4 up saves. Kills it. These guys are stunned, so they're -2 move, advance, and charge, but you do kill a barb gorn in response. Terminators and the Librarian are going to fire down with their Stormbolters and a smite into the brain bugs, starting with the smite and use supercharging. Number of shots for 2 shots. Hitting on 3s, 1 hit. And it's a wound. So 2 hits because of oaths. And then 3s to wound.
2 wounds.
4 villains. Make 1 damage. For 2 damage. Furnace pains. Make 1's on a wound, and then you have 10 bolter shots.
20. Take
12 shots. Oh no! Oaths. Wounding on 5s. 3 so far. 4 villains. And I'm making no pain! Oh! Just 1 brain bug remains, it's the Neurothrop.
Yes,
the shooting phase continues.
Shooting phase continues.
Gladiator split fire, and we have the Stubber and the Stormbolter into the Gaunts. We have the Icarus Rocket Pod into the Warriors. And we have the big laser destructor cannon. They did no damage last time into the Tyranids.
We're going to start
what
with
we'll do this time.
Because we didn't move.
To wound T12. Whoa!
And then I'm going to reroll a hit, a wound roll, and a damage roll. Let's go!
Nothing.
Yes!
5 ups. Bam! Oh! Double 6 on the save roll again. So that was mitigated.
That's 4 out of 4 5 ups for the defense.
2 6s and 2 5s as he is tanking it so far. And the Icarus Rocket Pod into the Warriors. So you didn't kill any Warriors, but you managed to wipe out a Gaunt with the rest of the shots from the tank. As we now push to the firing everything into the barb guns. Space Marines in Devastator Doctrine this turn so that everything can advance and shoot. Only 2 shots. And twin linked. There's 2 5-up stays in the barb guards. The outriders managed to slay a barb guard with a pistol shot as they take a damage from the bolters. And now
these guys.
We're doing the guys in the building. Into the termagants. Space Marines in the building wipe out 3 termagants. As the last thing to fire is the ballistus. And the aggressors in turn 2 Space Marine shooting phase. Starting with ballistus. All the big guns into the brain bug and then the stormbolter into the barb guns. Last cannons.
Oath.
It's 12 T5. Ooh. Only 2 damage. Feel no pains! Neurothrop is on a single wound left as the rockets fire in. Boom! Boom, boom. Oh, oath though, thank god.
New dice.
Ah!
For now.
As you have the aggressors to fire.
The aggressor's going to shoot. We're going to put the Absolver bolt pistol into this guy, plus 1 aggressor, and then 5 guys are going to shoot at the Neuro Tyrant.
And they spend a CP to get ignore cover plus an extra AP because they have the Apothecary in the squad.
Discipline enhancement for sustained hits, and they're in the Devastator Doctrine, so they get critical hits on 5s. So that's going to be nasty, and it gives them lethal hits anyway. So
this can be painful.
Right, man, it's Absolver bolt pistol.
Let's go.
Hits. T5. Oath of moment.
Let's go.
Oh, 4 up. Yes! The Neuro Tyrant says not today as he is on a single wound left and 1 aggressor. Can he finish him off? 3 shots with bolters.
All hits. 5s.
5 to wound. And nothing. D6 Shield has got 4s, lethals on 5s, and sustained. Okay. Let's go through AP0. I got 4 ups. Ooh, what's this? All of these to live. Oh, you got Neuro-Tyrant Fools, and that's 2 points in the prison. Everything into the Neurogons and the Neuro-Tyrant.
The Neuro-Tyrant, yeah.
Big. 5d6 plus 10.
Into the
From
Neurogons.
the grenade launchers.
Let's go.
Bunch of ones.
Boom. Ooh.
Shots hitting on 3s. Lethal and sustained. 3s to wound. Okay. Plus 7. Wiped out all of the Neurogons, and there's 5 4 ones to take on the big boy. 5 4 ones. Oh, he's down to 4 wounds. The aggressors are charging into the Termagants on the point. Make it on a 6. Terminator's going for a 10-inch into the Termagants. And they fail on a 4. So the only unit making the melee was the aggressors, and they wipe out the Termagants. And now that unit's killed, he goes up to OC9, so that's definitely your point. End of Space Marine turn 2. They got 10 points of secondary, tempting target, and 5 for no prisoners as well. As they took the objective with the Gene Stealers, and now we push into Tyranid turn 2, and we'll see how much damage they can do in the response. 2 for Tyranids, Storm Hostile objective and no prisoners, pretty doable cards as we look to take the fight to the space. Command phase, I'm going to give out Synapse to units within 12. Effects, and these Barb Gaunts have Synapse. Moon phase, Tyranids in turn 2. Moon phase, as I push forward the Carnifexes, he is overwatching with the Land Raider into the Death Leapers. They will probably die. End of Tyranids turn 2, border the Carnifexes, kill the Land Raider, push the High Return in the center, kill these aggressors because they need to go. Gene Seed is moving this way as well. We've brought on the Screamer Killer here in the shadows. We wipe out these infiltrators. Happening Aggressor Squad of Terminators back here with the Captain to help out the Land Raider. Phase commences, the Neuro-Tyrant is going to flame these Outriders. 2d6, better than a 5. We get a 7. 5d5, 4 to wound. 3 4-up saves. Bam, he fell all of them. Outriders are picked up there and then. Neuro-Tyrant, that was perfect. Now the Hive Tyrant's going to rain down into the Terminators with no cover. D3 plus 1. 2s and 3s. That's 3s. 2 Orbimons or death. Hey! Saved the Terminator's life there, my friend. As now the Tyrannifex is gonna go Stinger Salvos into the aggressors, and the big Rupture Cannon is gonna rupture into the Gladiator tank. Choose lethal hits. 20. Thank you. AP4, 6 up for life.
6 up for life. You ready?
I'm
Let's go!
6 damage.
Snake eyes!
8 damage. The tank explodes. Fine, there's a hole in the Space Marine lines as Stinger Salvos coming to the aggressors. Hitting on 3s. 5s to wound. Oh, for 3 ups and saves. Taking it down. Take a guy down to 2 wounds. Screamer Killer is now going to scream. He's going to scream into the Dreadnought. 6 plus 3. Hitting on 4s. Lethal hits. Boom. 8. T10. 5 to wound. 3 AP2 on the Dread is 3 ups with cover. 3 ups with cover. Taking it down. Fire the Warriors, Venom Cannon into the big boy, and the Death Spitters into the infantry. Venom Cannon, D3 shots. Hitting on a 4. 3 to wound. It's a wound. AP1. 1 guy's on a wound. Die. Yes. 4 Space Marines left in the Librarian. Another Barb Gaunt's going to fire everything into the aggressors to mitigate their movement. 3d6 blast. I got 16 shots hitting on 4s. Bam. Now stun with -2 to their move advance in charge. 5 to wound. Pretty tank. 3 AP0s, 3 ups. And nothing. Scream from a Carnifex into a Terminator. D3 plus 1 blast. Some 4s. Rerolls the hit roll because of old 1. 7 is a wound. AP2 to AP1. Terminator loves it. Now the charge phase commences. The Tyrant Guard and the Hive Tyrant will charge the aggressors. We have some Termagants with flesh borers to fire. We'll do them off camera just into the Dreadnought first. Hive Tyrant is charging into the aggressors. Makes it on a 10. Makes it in lovely, and then we have the Warriors who are going to charge these guys on a 5. And the Carnifex is charging the Land Raider. Making it on a lovely 7. Starting with the Carnifex Brood, every roll the hit roll lethal hits against this Land Raider. Starting with the Carnifex. 8 attacks. Rerolling the hit roll because of all 1 with lethal hits. So whoa. Lethals rerolling. And then spent 9, so 5 to wound. 4 AP2, 3 damage. You have 4 ups, 3 damage. 7 wounds left. And you take 6 damage. 9 wounds left, not 7, so he's down to 3 wounds. Now old One-Eye strikes. Well, the hit roll is real good. Yeah. Lethals. Rerolling, holy shit. 14. So 5 AP3, D6 plus 1 damage. Old One-Eye's a beast. He's a beast.
Stranger Things. Stranger Things.
3 of them. Old One-Eye wipes him out. How much damage would he do? 2 go through is 2d6 plus 1 damage because he rolled really well.
He does.
8 damage. Does he blow up? He does not. And the Land Raider is taking the holder down as the Terminator stares them in the face. And we move here to the Gene Stealers, and we're going to go everything with Gene Stealers into the aggressors.
Yep.
Hitting on 2s with the Stealers. shots, wounding on 5s, rerolling 1s. Not amazing. Conversion towns though.
Wow.
Go through AP2, you have 5 ups, 1 damage. You take 3 damage, roll pretty well. The aggressor, 1's on a wound, and now I'm going to fight with the Hive Tyrant and the Tyrant Guard, starting with the Tyrant Guard. 6 attacks with crushing claws from the Tyrant Guard. Hitting on 4s though. Roll pretty well. Strength 8 is 3s. 3 wins. AP2, 2 damage, 5 saves. Ooh, only 2 damage. Down to 6 attacks, hitting on 2s. Only AP2. Everything hit. 3s to wound. Twin links.
Go.
In fact, this twin link makes it really good. This is AP2, 3 damage. The Hive Tyrant could do some damage here. Oh! 3 of them again, so I kill both your... Alright, cool. And then they killed them, so moving them here now. The Warriors get these guys. Nice, the Warriors came in, they killed 1.5 Space Marines, and now you can clap back. With the aggressor and the Tyrant Guard.
Come on, guide mine hand up, bro, let's go! Oh shit!
Fight back with this Space Marine squad on this objective. Fought back here, killed a warrior. End of Tyranids turn 2. I get 10 points for glaring on the camera and getting no prisoners and Stormhorse objective as you push down to Space Marine turn 3. One phase, I'm calling Shadows in the Warp. These guys failed a Battleshock test off camera and there's been a CP to pass it. These guys also failed a Battleshock test as well. Battleshock test to take on the Dreadnought. -1.
Let's go!
Fail. Dreadnought failed Battleshock, they failed Battleshock but spent a CP to pass it. The Aggressors failed Battleshock, the Grey Terminators failed Battleshock, the Black ones passed it. As in the building failed it as well, but they have sticky objectives. So quite an effective Shadows in the Warp from the Tyranids on the turn 3. Command phase continues, who are you oathing? Oathing Old One Eye and the Carnifexes.
Got overwhelming force, kill him off objectives, and area denial, that's going to be impossible because he's got everything in the middle. Let's see what happens.
You get 10 points of primary as the moon phase on turn 3 begins for the Space Marines. In Tactical Doctrine as well, and in the moon phase you're falling back with the aggressors. On 1s and 2s they die.
Doomba! Oh!
Fall back and shoot, but they died in the process as they eaten by bugs.
That sucks.
End of Space Marine turn 3 movement phase. You fell back with the aggressors and lost a guy. The Terminators pushed uphill Battleshock. These Terminators coming over here to kill the Carnifexes, and I rapid ingress with the Screamer Killer coming on in turn 3. Deep strike to these Inceptors over here to wipe out this flank, and this Dreadnought moved over to get away of the Tranifex. He's been on a rampage, and you are hopefully going to kill some warriors. Space Marines repositioned to block out the Screamer Killer coming in. He came in on the other side. The shooting phase now begins, my friend. Tactical Doctrines, you can fall back and shoot, starting with infiltrators, everything into the warriors, starting with a smite, hazardous.
Let's go!
For D6 shots. For 1. Hits are, and then wounding on a 3. So B2 was a 6. Warrior wasn't wounded, he just down to 2 wounds, so 2 are left. And as well, wounding on 5s here. Done the hit roll. Oh my god. 3 4-ups. Space Marines that can see into the warriors. Wounding on 5s to wound T5. Wow, very. Whoa! There's 5-ups. Oh my god. You wipe out the Space Marines living up to their name. Kick down this flank and get 3 points of overwhelming force as we push over. Ballistus coming in, blast, frag storm into the gaunts.
With the Stormbolters. And
then the las cannon into the Tyrant Guard. You kill 3 gaunts, and then I'm spending a free CP for a 5 of pain on my Tyrant Guard. Tyrant does have the adaptive enhancement for adaptive biology, giving him a 5 of pain and a 4 of pain once damaged. 2 shots on 3s rerolling because I'm not under half strength. Okay. T8. 3 to wound. Gets a wound. Next up. Nope. D6 damage.
+1.
For 2.
3.
3 damage. 5 of bets. Yes, yes, it was worth it!
With the Terminators, everything into the gaunts.
Nice, and the Tyrant Guard's on 3 wounds. You have 20 shots. 24 shots because of the smites into the Tyrant Guard, bolters into the gaunts. Starting with smite, D6 shots and hazardous. The Librarian on this side passed his test. And I won again. Hey! Thing on 3s. Oh no, that was bad. Oh my god! Hazardous test. Hazardous test. Ooh. Give them sustained hits, which is perfect against gaunts. Bunch of shots hitting on 3s, 6s explode. Jesus. Missed once, so 23 hits, winning on 3s. Ouch. 5 ups. Wiped out the gaunts, and now the Absolver Bolt Pistol from this bad boy into the Tyrant Guard as he stares them down.
Take this. Hits
on a 5. Bolt Inceptors are going to come into the bar corners. Yeah, they got picked up. Thing to fire. Chaos on the battlefield. Phase off camera, going to fire into these gaunts. As that finishes the shooting phase, you wiped out 3 gaunts. The charge begins. You've killed also the Terminators over there. Those Terminators are charging. The Carnifex is an Old One Eye.
Let's go.
They make it on 9. Come charging in. Boom, boom, boom. The epic showdown commences. As the Screamer Killer watches on in the background. What will happen in the center? As you must kill the Tyrant Guard for area denial. As the Hive Tyrant watches on. Interesting, the Terminators decide to charge the Gene Stealers, not the Tyrant Guard, leaving them alone, but taking the point if they kill them. Take the point now. Are you starting with the Terminators?
Start with the Terminators.
Very nice. Into the Steelers.
Into the Steelers.
Graphics coming in. Okay. 2 additional hits because sustained, wounding on 2. Damage 2 as well. Oof. Invulnerable saves 5+. Oh, tank it. 4 die. Guy gets 4 attacks, hitting on 3 sustained hits as well. 3 wounding on 3s. Invulnerable saves. The Libby finished me off in melee. Oh, hits all the time. 3s to wound. Oh, we wound 3. 3 5-ups to live. Oh, you almost did it. And the Gene Stealer falls. The epic showdown. 5 Terminators and the captain of these Starties against Old One Eye and his Carnifex brother. Coming in together.
We're spending a CP.
They're free strat for +1 to wound. It's all wounding on 4s, all hitting on 2s, and re-rolling everything to hit wound. Ouch.
Yes.
This is the Wrath of the Space Marines. Hitting on 2s, rolling everything.
We stop Leviathan here.
Oh my god. Doesn't even need the reroll. Couple. Everything hits. 4s to wound because +1 to wound. Oh my god. Wounding on 4s. Rerolling everything. Oh. And then rerolling. Okay. AP2 is 4-up saves on Carnifexes. I think I take it. The Carnifex. 6 damage goes through to Old One Eye, but he has feel no pains because he's a beast. This isn't the first time the old boy's been in a fight. 5-ups. Old One Eye says he takes 4 damage. Have a power sword.
Power sword.
Hitting on 2s. Poke me with your power sword. Ooh. 4s to wound. +1 to wound. Oh. Needs a reroll. Getting his 4-ups. Taking real no pain. Old One Eye's on 4 wounds as he can fight back. Very good. You killed the Gene Stealers, killed Termagants, killed the Wild Guns, wiped out Carnifex. Was it enough though? The old boy. I believe in you. Oh, he fluffed it. And then 2s. 2. P4 D6 +1 damage. Invulns to save it.
Let's go! Space Marines!
Yes. D6 +1. D6 +1. Yes, that's 3. I killed like 2 more. I would have taken the point off you, but I don't. I killed 2 Space Marines. That's the end of your turn.
I'm gonna burn Aaron now for
Burning
a CP.
Aaron now for a CP, and you get 5 points of overwhelming force. We'll see if the Tyranids can overwhelm the Space Marine force. Cool, command phase begins. Old One Eye heals D3 wounds. The card that I received is Cleanse and Secure No Man's Land, which do actions on points and take 2 points in the middle for hopefully 8 points this turn. One Eye heals D3 for 1. Synapse to the Tyranids again, and this time against squad. Movement phase begins. Plan is to wipe out these Terminators and kill those Terminators and hopefully take those 2 points as well. Shooting phase begins. We're going to hopefully wipe out these Terminators with the Hive Tyrant. Kept the guy on the point. Tyranids pushed over here to shoot into the Dreadnought with a nice line of sight. Screamer Killer pushed this way, hopefully to wipe out these Terminators as Old One Eye is holding it down. Shooting phase for Tyranids on turn 3. Hive Tyrant's going to fire into these Inceptors. D3 shots. Hitting on a 2. Hits. That's a wound. AP2 3 damage. Death. Yeah. 1 Inceptor falls. Go next to the Tyranids. He's going to do Rupture Cannon into this bad boy. Stinger Salvos into that guy. 4s. Get 2. Strength 20! Ooh, only 1 wound. AP is through AP 4 down to AP 3. 5-up save. No.
Damn it!
2d6 damage! Boom! 10 damage! Stinger Salvos into the Terminators on 3s. And then 4s to wound. Oh, Screamer Killer coming into these Terminators. D6 +4. For 9 on 4s. Oh my god. 5 exploding 6s. Jesus. 3s to wound. Bam. AP2 to AP1, so covers. Taking 2 down. 1 Terminator's on a wound. Her Tyrant's gonna fire into the Terminators. Psychic Scream! Come on! Oh no! Oh yes! It's forced to wound, ignore cover. 3 AP1, 2 damage. Whoa! Terminator's on a wound. Rippers are doing Cleanse. The charging phase begins. The Screamer Killer needs a 6 to get into the Terminators. Making it! Boom on a 10! The Hive Tyrant is going into both the Apothecary and the Terminators. Whoa! Start with this squad. We're going to do both Tyrant Guard into the Terminators. 1's on a wound. And the Hive Tyrant is going to go 4 attacks into this Apothecary and 2 attacks into the Terminators because he needs to die. Armor contempting that boy.
Could be OC.
Because he's OC not.
Attempted this with 4-ups. Hitting on 2s.
Miss.
CP this one, I have to. Yes. 2s. Twin links. Oh, it was a 1! You're 4-ups with no CP. You have to make 2 of these.
Let's go!
No! He's alive! Then Hive Tyrant comes in onto the other guys, 2 hits. 3s to wound, twin linked. Damn it, only 1. 1 for up.
Let's go, please! Yes.
Not going well for the turn so far. 6 attacks on 4s. 3 hits. 8 3s, 2 wounds, AP2, 2 damage. So 4 ups. Yes, killed. 1 more Terminator falls. as we didn't kill that guy on 2 wounds.
Yes!
And you'll take the point.
Yes!
Huge. Screamer Killer comes in with 10 attacks. We're screaming and killing on 3s. Oh yeah.
Okay, 1 miss.
And 10.
Oh, he's so good.
He's really good.
He's the Terminator.
4 up saves, you kind of bossed it. You only fell 2.
2. Wow!
Wow, you bossed. 1 Terminator and the captain remains. You are holding it down with your skin of your teeth. Only in death does duty end as 1 Space Marine captain and a Terminator remains on that. To Old One-Eye, who is now not Oaths because it's a separate unit. Starting with the captain going into Old One-Eye. 5 attacks, 6 attacks on 2s. Everything helps to wound.
5's here, strength 6. Yep.
Getting 2 damage. Takes 2 damage.
2 damage.
And then Philip Pains takes no damage. First coming in, 3 hits, 5 to
again.
wound. It's only strength 8. 1 more. No Oaths because Old One-Eye is not the con effect, so a different unit now. And then he fails it and takes Philip Pains, takes 1 damage. Old One-Eye will fight back. 6 attacks. 3's to hit, bang. 2's to wound. 1-1. 1 at a time, 4 up, fails it. D6 plus 1 damage. Kills on the captain, 4 ups. Fails the first one. Fails the second one. Fails the 1 damage. He takes 7, 9, 5th, 4th. And the leader of the Astartes falls, but will his army take the dub? I need to assassinate then. Definitely taking this side. Now you can hit me back here. 9 attacks with power fist and the Tower Guard. 3s.
Ooh.
4 wounds with the power fists.
Wounded, but it doesn't matter.
2, 5 ups. Oh, my tank.
Wow.
Oh my god! Baron, you have to kill 1 Tyrant Guard to stop against Secure No Man's Lands here as well, so it's big. Baron has 3 attacks. Attacks 3 hits. T8, baby.
2.
4 ups.
Oh!
Oh!
There we go, there we go.
2 3 damage.
2 3 damage.
1 3 wounds.
Bang!
Oh, you kill Tyrant Guard, meaning I don't get Secure No Man's Land, and you took down to 2. Right, I don't secure the No Man's Land, the objective is tied. I get 2 points to secure No Man's Land and 3 points to cleanse, so 5 more points for secondary. Scores on the doors, he pushed down to Space Marine turn 4. Seems to be just about pulling through. Secure No Man's Land and investigate signals is pretty doable for their cards.
Full battle shocks. We oath the moment the Hive Tyrant. We put adaptive strategy for 1 CP on these guys. They can fall back, shoot and charge. Everybody's lined up shots here. In the movement phase, we've essentially got shots off. These guys are falling back to do the action in this corner to investigate signals, and the same with this squad of intercessors.
Getting
in
4
this corner.
points while securing the No Man's Land as well. And as that guy falls back, I'm going to spend a CP to try and overwatch with the Hive Tyrant into that guy who's so good with OC9. D3 shots. I need a 6. I just need a 6. I just need a 6. Oh! When you needed, the dog wasn't able to get it. So I'm going to Terminators first.
Everything in here.
Smart. D6. So 1 again.
5!
Hey! Hitting on 3s.
Let's go!
Oh,
the with dev wounds! Dev wounds! Dev wounds!
And
just and
2 is a 5. No, it's a 4.
D3. Sorry, first one.
1 damage, then 2.
And
Second
then
one.
the mortals.
1 damage as well. And yep, so he's on a 1 wound.
It's 6s though, isn't it?
You have, 6 to wound. 16 Thornbolts. Thornbolts hitting 3s. 3 up saves, 1 at a time on the Tyrant Guard. He dies, this is 2 ups. Take 2 damage, 5 Philip Pains.
I won't go back. It's fine.
Hive Tyrant's on 8 wounds as Dreadnought fires in. Right, he is on full strength. He is on full strength, but no more oaths because the unit is dead. -1 to hit with a reroll.
Nice.
Needs
2 Yep. Oh no.
rocket. I think it's just 1
That's
rocket.
2 shots.
Okay, fair play.
Strength 10.
T10.
4s.
Many librarians, 1 more in the building. He can smite. Right there. The Phobos librarian. To the Hive Tyrant. Easy little shots. Made that with a hazardous test roll, by the way. 2 hits, wounding on 5s, death wounds. Hazardous test. Roll a 1. Some bolter shots as well. 6 is still doing nothing. Taking the point off me. You're not going to charge me. End of your turn. You managed to get 4 points for investigate signals and 5 points for securing the No Man's Land, and you got 15 for primary. Yes. Space Marines are racking in the points as you push down to Tyranid 10-4. Non-engageable fronts, turn the cards and turn 4 when you get as many points as possible, we get 10 for primary. We push down to the moon phase. See what we can do in endgame. CP sort of engage all fronts for defend stronghold. Turn 4 has completed. Start with shooting phase. We're going to get the Hive Tyrant and wipe out these Terminators in the middle. Starting with the Venom Cannon. D3 shots. Venom Cannon. Then a CP for armor content. On 2s, 9. So 3s. Bam. 2 AP2, 3 damage.
So AP1.
So AP1. So 3 ups.
3 ups. Let's go.
3 flat damage. Oh, Screamer Killer's gonna scream into them. Yep. D6 plus 2 for 4s. They is 3s. Took wound, 1 wound, AP2. Take it down. Every time it's going to flame you. You have 2 ups, but there's 2 damage ones and 2 wounds. So 2d6. Come on. Better than 5. It's supposed to wound. Whoa, we get 2 ups. Kill the Terminator.
Well, now you can fail your charge on double ones.
Trying effects continue the rampage by shooting his big gun into the dreadnought and the little stinger salvos into the Terminator. Dreadnought. Lethals! 1 lethal. 5 up save or super death. Can I kill you? Yes. 2d6 damage. 7 damage. Does the dreadnought blow up? No, he doesn't. Stinger salvos. To wound.
Strength 5.
Yeah. 2 2-ups. Take another damage. Oh. Yes! Another Terminator dies! And his fickle friend, 2 ups.
Can't even make 2 up saves.
One I need 7 into the Terminator. He makes it on a 7! Oh no. So I'm just going to charge both. What? Bosh. Looking back on it, I wish I had exploding 6s as I've wiped out all your vehicles, but haven't really capitalised on the points as I'm doing loads of damage, but just not scoring as many points as I needed to. 5 attacks into the Terminators. Old one, I failed it. Let's see if the Screamer Killer can't charge to his own models. 5 attacks into the Terminators, 1 attack into this guy. Hits on a 2. Oh, yes! Why? Tempting fate, and they look at this one, all hits, of course. These guys are gonna get murdered.
Yeah.
But that guy will hold it down for you.
One fell out.
1 fell out. No. I twin linked.
No, yeah, okay.
Thank you. 4 up in months. Your OC9, you hold the point unless you fail the battle shock. And that is the end of my turn. I don't even get any points for area denial because I didn't deny the area. So I'm just going to discard that for a CP. Space Marine turn 5, they get Cleanse and Defend Stronghold, cards that they can very easily do. It was very late in the game by this point, you get Cleanse with the Space Marines. These Intercessors can get Cleanse for 3 points. And also this guy's holding it down with OC9, stayed alive all game, and has done amazing and got another 15 points of primary. Space Marines absolutely dominating it. Tyranids massacring the Space Marines across the board, doing so much damage. The Space Marines able to hold on, score their points of Cleanse, and actually looking like almost getting a perfect score. Sticky objectives is insane for Intercessors.
Tyranid turn 5.
So I draw Extend Battle Lines and Overwhelming Force. Extend Battle Lines I've achieved by getting 5 points for holding the centre and my backfield towards that point. And Overwhelming Force is pretty much just kill this Apothecary and get 3 more points and then try and max primary as well. Gonna kill Terminator. Hive Tyrant's gonna kill this guy. Tyranids have actually done so much damage in this game and wiped out Space Marines almost to a man. But Space Marines have literally just run away with points. So we'll see what happens in the end here. And hopefully I just do as much damage and get as much points as possible. Oh, one up coming in. Hits on 3. Oh my. Would have been so much better as well. This game. 2s to wound. 4 on the. Fails 1. D6 was 1 damage. 5 damage. It picks up the Librarian at the end. Can the Hive Tyrant wipe out this unkillable Apothecary who's literally scored you so well and probably won you the game? Got a video show.
Like
the final countdown. Definitely. 2s to hit. He's such a beast. This guy's so gonna die. A bad roll. Still bad. 4 wounds. 4 or 5 up saves to make or break his career. It's already been amazing. Even if he dies, he's a martyr. He's a legend.
Oh!
And he falls at the end. Turn the end of Tyranid 15 for primary, and I get 8 for secondary. Give me a max total score of. At the end of the game, Tyranids take the game. They killed everything, but they scored 63 points, and the Space Marines scored a perfect score of 90, which plus 10 points for painted and based is 100. So well done, my opponent. He scored a perfect game, secondaries and primaries, did really well in secondary, stopped me on primary, managed to survive to the last. They were wiped out almost to the man, but won the day by collecting the data and vanishing into thin air. They've stopped the Tyranids in their tracks today by wiping out the hive mind. But it's been epic. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll quick talk about the MVPs in the post-game show. Start off with the Nids. MVP I'll give to the Hive Tyrant. He was really good. What went well, he pushed up, he did loads of damage, my melee was really good. I thought rapid ingressing Old One Eye and the Screamer Killer worked. Failing the charge at the end was pretty big for the Old One Eye, and the Hive Tyrant not killing this guy honestly probably cost me the game, because he allowed you to max primary, and I probably could have caught you up with some secondaries.
This guy must have scored me like 20 points.
Yeah, it was insane. Like, and also not killing him was big for area denial, which I didn't get one turn.
He's so good, even without the buffs in his unit, with just OC9. Killing that unit of termagants early on was actually really clutch, because then he got the OC. I think close second would have been the Phobos and the Librarian, just untargetable, holding down a point.
Close second for the Tyranids would be Old One Eye, I would say.
Yeah, he took this flank
that
well.
Killed those Terminators. Terminators were good, but they got murked. But the Librarians were really nice as well. I'd say that middle Librarian too was pretty spicy.
Their smites didn't really go off, but the Terminators held it down. They were pretty durable.
Very good game, my friend. Well done on the win. Great game.
Well played.
Well played. Well done for the perfect score. Perfect score on Share Gaming. Probably the first.
My
Thanks
first
for watching, guys. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And we'll see you on the next one on Share Gaming.